Hello and welcome back to another weird Divinity video that we're going to be doing today. Today we're just going to be showing how out of hand you can make Lucky Charm procs. This should be kind of lumped in with my top 5 money-making items in Act 2 video that should have just gone up recently before this video. However, I'm going to make them separate because while you can make a lot of money with this, it's not nearly as reliable, it's a little bit more up to chance, and you don't make nearly as much money as stealing, but it's fun. It's just fun to open up a box and have that little Lucky Charm sound effect go off, the little green clovers pop up, and you just get shit for free. It's nice. It's fun. Now, to truly maximize it, and I don't know how much you actually need to maximize this, but to actually fully maximize it, there's a couple steps to it. And you're going to have to respec the same character a couple of times. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put all of our points into Persuasion. I don't think we need all of them into Persuasion, but we're going to need a minimum amount. I don't know what that minimum amount is, so I'm just going to go all into Persuasion. Alright? Next thing we're going to do is go to the Driftwood Square over here. And we're going to take that person who we're going to have be our Lucky Charm person. Come into the bar here and talk to this guy, Laverick. Alright, when you talk to Laverick, you're going to tell him you're looking for something with a little more spice to help pass the time. If you have high enough persuasion, any of these will work. I believe it's a minimum of 3 persuasion. Anyway, you can tell him whatever you want after that. I think I picked the, I mean it's gonna be bestiality, but I think I picked the straight one. I don't know, you can pick a gay one, straight one, bestiality, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's always gonna be a lizard person, so I don't know if bestiality is the right word. They're bipedal, they talk, but it's weird. You're buying a prostitute, is what you're doing. The rest of it is, I don't know, you're buying a prostitute. You're also going to be sitting through a loading screen while saying the word prostitute over and over. Okay. Alright, cool. We're here. Only a little laggy loading up a new area. My computer's not the fastest, so the lag there is just because I can't load things at all. Now we're going to take the Lucky Charm guy, who in this case is Mumbo. And we're going to have him come over here, and the key he got from Laverick will open that up. I'm going to have him come up here to the little private room at the very top of the tavern. And you'll find the person that you're going to be spending some afternoon delight with.
She gives you not in the mood for games.
Yeah, I mean, you bought a prostitute is what this is. But while Mumbo is up there doing that, we're going to go to Mumbo's inventory. I believe it's, yeah, books and keys. We're going to take this key to the suite and just give it to someone else, anyone else in the party, doesn't matter who else, before you get to the, not cutscene, but the fade away up here. Alright, we're going to have them stay right there, and then to save us some time, we're going to drop one of our teleporter pyramids right up here. Alright, then what we're going to do is we are going to hop over to Cloisterwood. Now we already got here, we already, not cleared out, but we got the only real threatening thing out of the way over here. Now, technically, this isn't how you're supposed to find this thing, but, you know, Larian likes to make their games where if you explore and do things a little out of order, you get rewarded, and this is one of those things that you get rewarded for doing out of order. Let me orient the camera the right way. I gotta figure out where the hell I actually have to be aiming this area. You go back this way. I'll pull up the big map and show you where you gotta go. But your goal should be to find the bridge with the troll.
I found something.
Actually, this will work. Oh, I didn't realize I was stumbling past that. We'll grab this while we're here. Don't need this. This is just it popped up, so I'm gonna grab this chest as well. Lots of stuff we can actually have Mumbo identify for us later. And of course, while I'm trying to do this, I get encumbered. Okay. Now normally, I say look for this bridge here that has a troll guarding it who also hasn't rendered yet. But what you're really looking for is this area down here. Alright, so you want to be able to tactical retreat, or cloak and dagger, or wings, do something to get down here. Okay, and that will give you this waypoint, which you don't need to get the rest of your party down here with the waypoint right now. You can if you want, but you don't need to. And you get over on these rocks. You don't need to get right up to the edge, but your goal is to get over to this ship, and that'll get you into the ship, even though it doesn't look like there's much there from the outside. Like, you can just see right into the water there. You know, it's a video game, so a door right there is going to just... There's a whole under part of the ship that you can't see. And boom, there's the under part of the ship. Now, luckily, all my characters are undead. You don't need undead, but it helps, I guess, if you're just nervous around death fog. The main thing you want to do is find this little necklace over here, Captain's Compass Amulet. And just use teleport, get it over here. If you have somebody with a lot of telekinesis, you could probably just grab it normally. You can loot around some stuff down here. There's not a whole lot. I think that letter was something relevant to Lohar's quest, but this amulet is the main thing we want, because that amulet is going to give us +2 Lucky Charm. Which, again, you can normally get Lucky Charm on amulets, but you normally only get 1 Lucky Charm. This one gives us 2 Lucky Charm. We're also going to move this shield up here, because that's going to be relevant. And all the other stuff that is relevant, Mumbo is already wearing. So now, we are going to use our teleporter pyramid and go back to the Black Bull Tavern. I'm going to go up to Mumbo. He's going to enjoy his time with Zahra, yeah. He's going to spend some time over here. And there's the fade out that I mentioned earlier. You have to just move that key over before this point. Now he's got this lucky buff over here. And he's going to have this for 50 turns. Now, we did just level up from that. You can ignore that. You may or may not level up from that. You know, whatever. You know, buy a prostitute, level up. The huge. Now, you can fight these guys. Which he used Poison Dart on an undead, so these guys aren't the brightest. But we're gonna have the rest of the party come up, because I do not want Mumbo getting killed by himself up there, because then that buff goes away, I believe. Alright, so what we are going to do is just move some people around, get them into a position that we want them to be in. Move over here so I'm not directly in the fire, even though it's not going to help out a whole lot. I'm going to go invisible. This will only make me invisible for 1 turn, but at the moment, that's all I'm really going to need. And then I'm going to come back once we have killed all of these shitty assassins. Okay, they're all dead now, so that's nice. You gotta loot everybody here. I don't know why Zahra was on our side. Oh, is that... I thought that was just a pouch. I thought normally Zahra was not on our side. So that was a little weird. Anyway, come over here at this backpack, burgled backpack. That's got all the stuff that the character had on them before they were sleeping with said prostitute. So we're gonna go over to Mumbo's stuff here. I'm actually gonna pull up Pyramus' stuff. We're going to give him that shield, gives some lucky charm. We're gonna give him this belt that gives some lucky charm. We're going to give him these boots that give some lucky charm. Oh, can I not equip those? I don't have enough finesse. I see. Well, we are going to give him that Captain's Compass. I don't know what he was wearing that gave him finesse. Right there, that chest piece. It's going to let him do that. Now, we don't have like a tiny amount of time, but we do have a little bit of a limited amount of time. So I'm trying to move quickly here. For the sake of just doing this, we're going to give him 2 more points in finesse just so we can equip these gloves that do need 13 finesse. And I believe that's lucky charm. We got that. Believe that's all of the stuff we need. We're going to have to give him the Mask of the Shapeshifter. We're just going to give him whatever boots we can find here. That'll work. He needs some kind of pants. Those are pretty good to me. Oh, we didn't give him the... Oh, we did. Okay, because of the finesse, we didn't give him those boots. That's why it was looking a little off, I think. Alright, so 2 lucky charm, 3 lucky charm, 4 lucky charm, 5, 6 lucky charm. Okay. So now, he's got everything covered up skeleton-wise. We're just gonna turn him into a human, because that's what type of undead he is. Now, we only have 21 turns, which isn't a whole lot. I did take a little bit too much time, so we're gonna go Lady Vengeance. Get him down here and respec him before that timer runs out. Luckily that counter is not, 1 second. Each turn, I believe, is about 6 seconds on there. Abilities. That's the wrong scroll. It's right here. Persuasion now. Pump all that down. And Lucky Charm. Pump all that up. Hit accept. Why do I have more points to spend? Because I leveled up. That's why. Okay. Be done with that. Now that we are not... I don't know why we changed back into undead. I guess because we went in the mirror. But we want to stay as a human. We're going to go to the square. We're going to open up our inventory and find any alcohol whatsoever. Drink it. Being drunk gives us another 2 lucky charm. When he's in conversation, these timers stop. So now, we have 16 lucky charm. Alright, 5 from just our base points in it that we just respect into. 2 from being drunk, which is normally a very temporary thing. 2 from lucky. That's the thing we got for sleeping with the prostitute. I don't know why that gives you lucky. I guess, oh, he's getting lucky because he's getting laid. I don't know. I think that's the logic. Just a little pun that Larian threw in there, getting lucky. So he gets 2 extra luck from that. And then the gear we have is giving us 7 lucky charm. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, for that we need a minimum of 13 finesse and 11 constitution. And you cannot be drunk if you are undead. That is why I had him shapeshift. If you are undead, you are immune to the drunk condition and cannot get those extra 2 lucky charm points. We are now at 16 lucky charm. As long as he stays in conversation, we're going to stay running around at 16 lucky charm. And that's not a gift bag thing. That's just as long as someone in the party has a lucky charm stat, everything we loot now gets that lucky charm stat applied. Not corpses that you created. If there's a corpse that was just already there, yes. It's kind of hard to tell. If it's like a green outline corpse where it's like just a container, basically, is how the game registers it. Boom, lucky charm. So we got those 2 things there. We're actually going to take Pyramus's bag and move that down there. So we are only going to give him things that we find with lucky charm. So if they're unidentified, actually we shouldn't get 2 things, so I can't tell which of those it is. But we're just gonna only give him the stuff that we get from proccing lucky charm. And we're just gonna go on a little trip around the island to some of my favorite spots where there's a lot of things to loot and where there's higher level things to loot. First one is gonna be over here. This room has quite a bit of stuff. And we're gonna have our dwarf buddy Hector here pick that lock. And then now that we're in here, we got our 16 lucky charm applied to everything in here. Now there's not... Actually, yeah, I guess there's not as much as I was initially thinking. But there's still quite a bit in here. I am going to pick up that pillow because you can make a teleportation scroll out of the feathers there. If you don't have the shapeshifter mask, face ripper right there, we'll let you make one. You need to rip up a face, and then you need to get a source orb. Any of that? No. Wooden figurine, wooden doll. I'm getting to make other scrolls, totem scrolls. Alright, now I'm actually going to go over here real quick, and I'm just going to show my favorite area. I will, after the video, go and loot just some more stuff. But I'm going to show you what I think is probably the best area to do this trick with, or if you don't want to spend a whole lot of time, I think probably the most efficient use of this little trick. If you go to Blood Moon Island over here,
there must be a way.
just hop it over here.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Why? I don't know why I could, there we go. I'm like, where's the rest of the bridge? I believe she has enough scoundrel. Yeah, I'm gonna learn, because I thought I already did with her, but I guess not. Do I not have another cloak and dagger? Is it in Hector's bag? There we go. We're gonna also give her cloak and dagger, because I didn't want to wait for this to recharge, and by the time I found the skill, it had already recharged. And this is also a nice way to get, I don't know if you just saw the experience bar at the bottom, jump up as I teleported, but you also get a lot of experience for just exploring the island. But the reason this is a great place to go to when you have that Lucky Charm stuff going on is because the way Lucky Charm works, it does not increase the chance of you finding something the more you have. Like if you have 1 Lucky Charm or you have 16 Lucky Charm, the odds of you getting a Lucky Charm proc, something triggering Lucky Charm, that stays the same, regardless. What does change is the quality of stuff that you get from those procs. Alright, so if you have 1 Lucky Charm point, you're going to get like, oh, here's, 15 gold, here's, 25 gold, it's a little bit more than that, but you get my point. You're just gonna find like, oh, here's some, loose coins. You're not gonna get anything crazy. But if you have 16 Lucky Charm, you can find some good stuff. Now, the level of the stuff you find is based on where you find it. So if I were to look for stuff over here on the boat, well, you get to that boat, and the game expects you to be level 9 or 10. I believe most things on the boat are level 8 and 9. That you can actually find. I guess you actually get to the boat at level 8 or 9 at the end of Act 1. So I think most of the stuff on there is actually level 8 when you find stuff on there with Lucky Charm. But if you go up, if you go up to Blood Moon Island, right, you're supposed to get here at like level 15. Because that's what level all the enemies are. I don't know why I did that instead of this. So if you're going to be looking for stuff here, you're going to be finding some level 15 stuff. Now, my wits is very low, so I'm actually kind of just,
What's this?
There we go. I don't know if it was 21 or 22 that actually caused it, but you need at least a 21 or 22 wits to find this dig spot. And this area here is where I like to use this Lucky Charm trick with the most. So you come in here, and you have all these bookshelves. And all of these are containers that can trigger Lucky Charm. Now some of them, you'll just get trash in them. Some of them you won't get any Lucky Charm procs. I think you usually end up getting 3 or 4 in this room. I don't think they're locked in, but you get a couple in here. Because there's a lot of little bookshelves, a lot of little rows of books. I'm hoping something goes off, because I'm recording. But, yeah, you can get quite a bit in here. If it goes off... Guys, I'm recording. I need you to trigger. There we go. Okay, level 4 Lore Masters. It's gonna be some high level stuff right there. I believe these things are all gonna be level 15 in this area. But yeah, you can find some really good gear. And like that was what, purple gloves? Like that's not a low tier thing. Yeah, that legendary tier stuff right there. Alright, I didn't realize that the second row of books was something I did look for from back. Okay. Now I get this half of the room, because that's still only half the room. We got 2 things on that half. Anything here? Yep. That one I think is actually quest related. I'll keep that. Okay, another legendary tier item right there we just got. Actually, Onslaught, so I'll take that skill book, sure. Alright, and... at the back of this area... So yeah, you're not gonna find, like, you know, 20,000 different procs. It's still gonna go off just as often. The difference with having a high lucky charm is you will get better gear. And even if you don't end up using this stuff, like, it's gonna be like level 14, 15 stuff that you can sell at level, you know, 9, 10, 11. And you can still make a decent amount of money with it. You're not gonna, again, thievery is the best way to make money. I know some people like to try and play through without stealing, in which case, yeah, you're gonna want to do this for sure, because you don't need to steal anything.
The hilt of a blade, I do
And
believe.
then,
But clearly no ordinary blade.
you can also...
Ah, I can feel my source powers draining at the merest touch of that beautiful
I forgot that drain source. I was thinking you had to use source to undo the thing, but that I got that mixed up. So you can just loot that, and I got how many things here? 1, 2, 3 of them in this area. I don't think any of my current characters have really high lore master. I think Mumbo was my lore master guy, and he's currently, you know, drunk in conversation. Drunk and having a deep, deep conversation about how lucky he is. Anyway, we got 3 there. Sometimes we get 4, sometimes we get 5. It is random. It's still not going to be a huge amount, but I know some people really like Lucky Charm, and this is just the way you can kind of push it to its limit there, is getting 16. Now, after this wears off and this wears off, you can still run around with 12 Lucky Charm on him, the whole island, and just pick up stuff casually as you play. Some of that gear is pretty low level, and I wouldn't recommend doing that if you are new to the game, because you don't want to be running around with his, you know, level 4 shield, and, you know, the boots that he has that are like level 6 or 7 or something. Like, you don't want to throw, you know, too many items into the whole, hey, we're going to just mess around with this, you know, Lucky Charm setup gimmick. But you could keep him like that, I suppose, if you really know what you're doing. Alright, so we're going to go through here. Let's just see what we were able to get. And again, you can do this for the whole island. I'm just going to do that one little room for the video. I'm not going to record, you know, 2 hours of me running around the whole map. Alright, so these ones we got in the room where we were sleeping with the lizard. So, level 9 for level 9 stuff. That's pretty good. That one also level 9. Alright, these ones now. Level 15. We have level 15 gloves at level 11. Even if you don't want to use those, and they have +1 thievery. We have better gloves from the last video, but hey, they're not terrible gloves. Shield, level 15, at level 11. Shields, you can absolutely use that at a lower level, no side effect whatsoever. I can just give, actually, yeah, let's give that to Pyramus. He's got a level 9 shield, right? So his total armor right now, 145, 214. That is more armor on the shield than he has in total right now. So his armor over here, 145, 215, is going to shoot up to 412 and 418. He is now a brick shithouse for level 11. Ain't nobody gonna be getting through his armor right now because he has a level 15 shield at level 11. That is actually insane. Some of the armor you can get from Lucky Charm, phenomenal. The weapons, you usually can't use those without a huge penalty to accuracy, but the armor, yeah, you can use the armor. That's fucking great. I actually forgot about that until I got to that shield. We're gonna just take this right here and we're gonna go 104, 124, boom, 162 across. Okay, cool, that evened us up. Yeah, so you can use that armor, no problem. This right here, 77 magic armor. Yes, please. Let's take these level 8 rings that we have. Just pop those out. Yeah, so the armor you can absolutely use, and it's pretty great. You can go through the whole island. with that 16 Lucky Charm, get a whole bunch of stuff. I believe Blood Moon Island is the highest level area. You might be able to come down here and get some stuff, but there's nothing like that. I don't want to say too early. I don't think there's anything like that library where you're going to have like 20 or 30 things to open up to proc it. But if you get lucky and you get, you know, a shield that's 4 levels higher than you, I mean, he's got, you know, an extra 4 strength now from that. So, like, my issue right now in this run-through is encumbrance, because I have all this crap, which I haven't sold yet. And I was getting a little encumbered. Which, by the way, from that last video, we can now go and sell all this stuff. Bribe these from the extra bartering and just selling all this stuff. But anyway, that's a quick rundown on how to use Lucky Charm. I'm going to actually just save it right here with Mumbo in a drunken stupor. Which he normally is when we hang out. Mumbo's a character made by one of my buddies. But yeah, that's Lucky Charm in a nutshell. How to get it to 16, keep it at 16. Now, you're not going to want to do a whole lot of combat with these 3 people, with 1 person out, but you could, I suppose. But you just run around the whole island now, just opening up crates, and you're going to get that level 16 Lucky Charm procs going off. And you get really good stuff. I don't think you can get it higher than 16. I'm trying to think if there's any Lucky Charm unique items that you get later in the game. I don't think there are, and even if there were, you can't get this buff at any other point in the game. That is just from sleeping with that lizard, as far as I know. Maybe I'm missing some rare consumable that gives you lucky. I don't know. But as far as I know, the only way to get this is by sleeping with that lizard. So that's Lucky Charm in a nutshell. If you want to run around the whole island, do it. Get some shields, get some armor. You can get some level 15 chest piece, leg piece too. That would help a ton as well. Yeah, so hope that was amusing, helpful, fun to watch, whatever. Hope it was positive for anybody who watched it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.